Pigeons. You know, there's little clues that my life is entering a new stage. My children are starting to look middle-aged. And they pat me. A lot. In a very patronizing manner for no apparent reason. But I'm not going to ask them why they pat me. I'm going to take as much affection from them as I can get, any way they want to dish it out. But another clue of change is this sudden urge to take small children on excursions. My granddaughter Sarah and I, we went on an adventure that sounds like the title of a B-grade child's storybook. Grandfather and granddaughter go to the zoo first time. And we saw the lions and the tigers, and the giraffes and the elephants and the kangaroo and the bears and the gorilla, every possible living creature that the zoo had available. In fact, I think a couple of possible dead ones. But for all of my, come on Sarah, let's go look at the, what Sarah was most impressed with were the pigeons. You know, the pigeons that hang around the concession stands? And what she liked so much about the pigeons was that she could reach out and touch them, but not quite. No matter how carefully or cautiously or quietly she approached them, they always managed to stay one small step further out of reach. And this space between the pigeons and Sarah, it moved in concert. And she spent, like most of the time at the zoo, trying to close this moving space. The other animals, they were over there in moats, behind bars and glass. They were in another world. But the pigeons were right here in her world. And they would probably be even more real if she could just get her hands on one. What would you do if you ever caught one, Sarah? She didn't know. Possession was not part of the plan. Just being able to reach for them was all that mattered to Sarah. Now, driving home in a thunderstorm, she fell asleep in the car seat behind me. We're sitting in her parents' driveway, and I looked at her face for a long time. Who is this child, I wondered. I really want to know her. And now that I'm older and wiser, I have more time and patience than I did when I was a father, I'm going to approach her the same way that she approaches the pigeons. Carefully, cautiously, and quietly. And I will wonder, as she does, how one can be so close, yet so forever far away at the same time. Sarah's not mine, and she never will be. There are two people in this world that consider her to be their daughter. And there are 4 people in this world that consider her to be their granddaughter. And this moving space between us, this untraversable distance, it has to be treated with respect. And just as Sarah wouldn't know what she would do if she ever caught one of the pigeons, I don't know what I would do if I ever caught Sarah. See, to possess something and to love something are not the same thing.